If you have any questions, just raise your hand. We're going to try to answer everything. The first thing that we're going to talk about is our camp mission, and it is to help young people become self-directing, productive, and contributing members of society. While you are at camp, while your kids are at camp, they will have adults there to help them and guide them, but we're not going to do anything for them. We want them to do it themselves. So your camper might come home learning how to sweep. Fantastic. Making their bed. Trying all different kinds of food, anything like that. And then our other camp mission is obviously that we want to have a ton of fun. What our campers can expect at 4-H camp is to choose from many activities. We have 8 classes that they will take throughout the weekend. Every camper takes every single class. It's like a little class exampler of what big 4-H camp will be like. We do swimming, we'll have cooking, arts and crafts. They might go on a hike, fishing, rocketry. We'll just have all kinds of stuff. And it'll be something that every one of them will find something that they love. We're going to hope they're going to make new friends. Who you see around here is going to be who is in your cabin. We're going to have a boys' side and a girls' side, but we're not going to break apart all of Mercer County and put you in 20 different cabins. All of Mercer County will be in one cabin for girls and one for boys, or maybe 2. We haven't done the cabin sheets yet. But you will know someone in your cabin. And then to learn about the outdoors, wildlife, and the environment, we are outside. We are in nature. My friends, you will see wild animals. Maybe a snake. I have a picture of my nephew, thumbs up with a snake. His mom did not like that picture. But we are fine. We're not touching them. We're not chasing them. If there is one too close to the cabin, we will relocate it. This camp staff, like adults, not the kids. But we are also going to respect nature. Please don't go, if you go on a hike, please don't pick every flower you see. Please don't be trying to climb on the trees to break the limbs. Don't be squashing every bug you see. You're in their home, they're not in yours. So we just need to be respectful. To learn new skills, like I said, you're going to be doing all kinds of different activities this week. It might be something as simple as learning how to sweep, or it might be learning how to canoe, learning how to fish, anything like that. And then to participate in evening programs, including campfires, Sally Down the Alley. Who knows what Sally Down the Alley is? Fantastic. Who has no idea what I'm talking about? Even better. You'll learn. We'll have our camp staff do some skits, and we'll have tons of other programs that'll go on as well. And again, to have lots of fun. If you all will you grab me one of those papers, like every single one of those papers up there? If you all will grab out your rules, we're going to read through those. Unfortunately, we do have to read through every single one with you. What color sheet is it? It's the yellow one. Fantastic. All right, so these are our code of conducts and expectations. Like I said, we do have to read through every single one of these. So the first one is, campers are not permitted to bring cell phones to camp. If you need to contact your child, you need to contact Dana Anderson. All right, please, I know Jonathan's going with us, right? If you have Jonathan's cell phone number, please don't call him up and be like, hey, give my child your phone real quick so I can talk to them. Do not do that. Jonathan's going to be like, no can do, never seen you in my life, bye. So contact Dana Anderson if you need to contact your child. If your child, campers, if you need to contact a parent, you need to find Dana Anderson, all right? You cannot go to your adult and be like, hey, will you call my mom for me? We can't do that. Now, you absolutely can be like, hey, take my picture doing this. They're going to take 20,000 pictures of you all. But that is the only use of their phone for you. You should not be, like I said, and campers should not have cell phones at camp. We like to be technology free. And I will be giving you all Dana's cell phone at the end of this, so do not worry, you all have her number. Possession or use of alcohol, illegal drugs, or weapons by any person is prohibited. I know I said fishing. I know we're very excited. Leave those pocket knives at home. All right, leave your machetes at home. Leave all of that there. Use of tobacco products is not allowed for campers or teens. Should a county, I think we do have a designated smoking/vaping area on camp. It is away from the campers. Only our adults are allowed to do it. And your campers should be at in different areas that they should never see your adults doing that. Camp participants are permitted to enter the cabin in which they are assigned. All of the cabins are restricted. No one can go in anyone else's cabin. If you have a buddy in the cabin beside you, you can go to the doorway. You may not go in their cabin at all, ever, for any reason. All right? There are a couple specific adults who might be going into every cabin. They are the deans of men and women. I've had to go in cabins before to get mice out and for other reasons, but we are the camp staff versus our campers, our adults, and our JCs, our junior counselors, will not be going into any cabin except their own. Excuse me. Campers are not allowed in the cabins during a class or activity. If they are ill, they are to stay at the medical center. That means if your stomach hurts, if you have any kind of issue going on, you still have to go to the HCP. We cannot leave you alone in your cabin. Sorry. We cannot leave you alone in your cabin. You will be going to the HCP. You will stay there. They have a bed there for you to lay on. Our HCP is our healthcare provider. Campers are not allowed in the cabins during a class or activity. If they are ill, we already read that. I'm so sorry. Camp participants are to be attentive, responsive, courteous to any staff, adult, or teen counselor making a presentation before the group. My campers, that means if someone is talking, what are you doing? Listening. I think that's what you all said. Very good. We are going to be respectful. We are not going to be rude. We are not going to be hooting and hollering, anything like that. Absolutely no phone calls to be made by campers without the approval of the county extension agent. All extension agents should be informed of incoming calls to campers. Like I said, that is, like I talked about before, that's what we're talking about. Dana should be the only one receiving phone calls from you all. Other than that, Dana should be the only one receiving phone calls from you all. If you have questions, though, if you want to text, I will also give you all my phone number. It would not be the first time I've been up at 11 o'clock at night texting parents, sending them pictures, whatever you need to make you feel more comfortable having your child at camp too. So don't be afraid to message us. We just need to make sure that we're not having our adults be called all the time. Accidents or illnesses, no matter how minor, are to be reported to the county agent and camp healthcare provider. If medical care is needed, the agent will coordinate treatment with the healthcare provider. So if you get hurt at any point in time, my campers, please let your adults know, all right? If you trip and fall and your ankle hurts, let your adult know, all right? If you are in the woods and you get a scratch and you start bleeding, let your adult know, all right? I keep losing my spot. Obscene, discriminatory, and or inappropriate language or dress, roughhousing, or insubordination is not accepted at any time. We are not going to say anything that is rude or mean. We are not going to wear anything that is rude or mean. And we're not going to look at each other rude or meanly. Fireworks are not to be used by camp participants at any time. Please leave your fireworks at home. Swimming, boating, or any waterfront activity is not permitted except during designated times and under proper supervision. Everyone, as long as the weather holds up, will get to swim every day. We do have life jackets available, but if you would like to send your child with some like floaties or if they have their own life jacket, that is perfectly fine. Please do that because we don't have enough life jackets for everybody in the pool. In the pool, we don't have enough life jackets for everybody. On the lake, we have enough life jackets for everyone. Appropriate dress, including footwear, should be adhered as outlined in the 4-H camp dress code. Crocs are okay, but they have to be in sport mode. I would recommend bringing more than one pair of shoes, especially if the weather looks like it's going to rain. You can wear chacos. Those are really good. They just have to cover the back of your, they have to have a strap on the back of your foot. You can bring and should bring flip-flops to the shower house. They're nice shower houses, but those floors are nasty. Bring flip-flops. Camp participants are always to remain with their groups. We must obey the rule of 3 when traveling. Individuals are not to be on the trails or near the lakes without an accompanying adult. Groups of 3 means if you have to get up in the bathroom during the night, you're going to wake up an adult, a friend, and the 3 of you are going to go to the bathroom and then come back. If you need to go somewhere, you are not to go by yourself at any time. You're always to have an adult and a friend with you. Especially you should never be near the lake, near the pool, anywhere like that by yourself. If you find yourself by yourself, you need to find a group, even if it's not yours. Attach yourself to them until they can find your specific group. Camp participants are not permitted to leave the grounds at any time without notifying and receiving approval from the contact agent and their county extension agent. Moms, dads, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, whoever you are here with tonight, if you just super miss your child, please do not show up at camp and expect to see them. We are going to have a whole issue going on. So call Dana Anderson first if you have any issues. If you are having any upset or anxiety, that is perfectly fine and understandable. But please do not show up at camp expecting to be let in. Camp participants are expected to be in their cabins with lights out as designated on the camp program. We're going to have very long days. So lights out in the cabins is usually around, as I have a schedule in front of me, 10:30, 11:30, 10:30. So after that, again, should you be running around by yourself outside?
No.
No. If you have to go to the bathroom, tell an adult, tell a friend, but you should not be outside the cabin at all. If you leave that cabin, you're going to be in trouble. We're going to be very worried about you. No visitors other than parents or immediate family may visit campers during camp. Again, that is if you have talked to Dana about it first, and must be approved by the agent. No camp participant is going to be around or on maintenance equipment. I get it. Lawnmowers are cool. Tractors are awesome. We're not climbing on them. I don't care if you drive one on your farm all the time. We are not getting on these. These are not ours. We don't have the money to pay for them. So do not touch them. Don't even look at them too long. Camp participants who are having personal conflicts with others should discuss these with their cabin counselors, dean, or county extension agent. If you and another camper cannot get along, please just separate yourselves. All right? If it turns into something that you cannot deal with by yourselves, talk to your adults in your cabin. There will be several. They are trained and equipped to handle these situations. If not, they're going to tell Dana or myself. And we are trained and equipped to handle these situations. We're really just going to separate you two. Are we going to have fighting in the cabins?
No.
No. We are with each other for less than 3 days. All right? You can put up with someone that you don't get along with for less than 3 days so that you can have a good time, right?
Yep.
I hope that's more than 2 yeses. Campers or teens are to work with counselors in carrying out daily assigned jobs to help keep the camp running smoothly. Grounds should be kept clean at all times. Camp participants are expected to leave the cabins, facilities, and grounds clean and orderly. If you see a piece of trash, even if it's not yours, what should you do?
Pick it up.
Pick it up and throw it in where? The trash can. If you have something that is yours, please pick it up. If it falls on the ground, pick it up. Don't leave it there. We're not trying to leave our cabins messy. We are going to make our beds every day. Who already makes their beds every day? Ooh. All right. We're gonna do something new. We're gonna make our beds every day. We're gonna sweep the cabin every day. We're gonna help keep the dining hall clean. We're gonna sweep that as well. We're gonna keep the pool house clean, the bathhouse clean. We're just gonna practice our cleaning skills all weekend long. Also, I do keep saying teens. I will say that this year we do not have any junior counselors, any teens going with us. It is all adults, but there will be teens from other counties that are there. Camp participants are to be respectful of camp property. Any misconduct resulting in damage to camp property or buses, including graffiti, shall be paid for by the camp participant and or parent and or guardian. A list of damage fees is available. That is another colored sheet, your pink colored sheet. I don't remember if this is in the PowerPoint later on, but this is everything that we could think of that might happen. They check the cabins before we go to camp, and they check them right after, before we even leave camp, to make sure they are clean, to make sure they are orderly, and that nothing has been destroyed. So if I can't put Deanna 2023 on top of my bunk, neither can you all. We're not leaving any evidence that we were there. Because if we do, we're having to pay for it. You're having to pay for it. All medications must be turned into the designated adult and picked up by the parent guardian at the bus site pickup. The healthcare provider will be responsible for securing all medications at camp. If you pick up one of these forms, that is a med form, you need to fill it all out and you're going to put this paper, the medication, and a photo of your child.
Original container.
In the original container, yes. Please don't just drop pills in a bag. So in the original container, this paper and a photo of your child into a Ziploc bag with their name on it. You're going to turn it in on Friday when we get here. We're going to take it, give it to the HCP. The HCP is going to go through everything, give our adults a paper so that they know when to bring your child up to get their medication. Please do not worry about sending anything generic such as Tylenol, ibuprofen, antiseptic, wipes, anything like that. The HCP has a first aid kit. They've got the whole medical setup. We just need, prescription medication or anything that they take daily. And you will have already put that on your sheets as well. And then at pickup, please only send the amount of medication that they will need. But at pickup, please still come pick up your child's empty medication stuff so we don't have it here at the office. Camp is not responsible for personal property of any camp participant or staff. If your camper loses something, we will have a lost and found area in front of the cafeteria, but we cannot guarantee that your camper is going to come home with everything that they left with. We also cannot guarantee that you all won't be texting each other going, whose red shorts are these? My son brought them home. We don't have any red shorts in the house. Because we've had that happen before where parents were having to trade clothes back. So my campers, please make sure that we are keeping our stuff in our bags and not putting friends' stuff in our bags. And do not bring anything valuable. Now is not the time to bring your favorite t-shirt to camp. Or your favorite orange towel that you cried about when you got home because you left it at camp and your mom wouldn't drive back an hour and a half to go get it for you. We care about safety for our camp participants, including incidents of serious misconduct. Will be reported to the camp director and county extension agent, and an incident report will be completed. Campers, we have called parents to come pick up their child before they have ever gotten to camp. They were on the bus, they were causing too many issues, and their parents were called. So do not think that just because it is a short weekend, we will not call your parents to come pick you up if you are misbehaving. But are we going to have any issues at camp this year? No. Is Mercer going to be the best county there?
Yes.
Absolutely. We always are, so I have no worries about you all. And our camp participants should demonstrate respect towards others. Bullying, hazing, or pranks will not be tolerated and may result in the camp participant being sent home. We have had issues of bullying at camp before. Again, if you don't like somebody, that's fine. You don't have to like everybody in the world, but you will treat them with respect. You will be nice to them. I'm not asking you to be buddy-buddy with everyone at camp. I'm just asking you to be respectful. So, parents and campers, if you all will sign this, we're going to turn this in a minute, but for right now, hold on to that. And also, if you will sign the pink sheets, we are going to turn that in as well. All right, my parents, what can you expect for your child at camp to have a safe and happy camp experience? Our adults go through several trainings. They're actually going to go through a little bit more tonight. We make sure that we have a very strict schedule of what's going to happen. We should know where everyone is at all times. We stay in contact. We are constantly texting each other, keeping them up to date so they will have a safe and happy experience at camp. We want them to learn new skills through classes and activities, to establish a greater sense of independence, responsibility, and self-confidence. My campers, most of you, your parents are not going to 4-H camp with you. All right, so you get to shower all by yourself. You get to remember to bring things with you all by yourself. You get to take care of yourself. All right, you will have an adult there to help you, but they are not going to be there to hold your hand the whole way through. All right, so make sure that you know what you need to bring with you and you have it with you. To learn more about relationship building with peers and adults other than family. Hopefully you're going to make some new friends. To gain a better understanding and appreciation of our environment. Again, we are in nature. To be supervised by trained volunteers and camp staff. More than myself, Dana, Dylan, and our adult counselors, there is camp staff that live on the campgrounds all summer long. So they're going to be there as well to help guide you through all your activities. They'll be cooking all our meals, all kinds of stuff. To have qualified emergency health care available if needed through a camp healthcare provider. They are certified, I think EMTs, or if they're not certified EMT, they are certified something medical. So it is not just a 18-year-old who has graduated high school and thought, you know what, I love Band-Aids, let's go. It is a certified person. And to have many happy memories of their time at 4-H camp. Our camp leaders this year, our female ACs is Michelle Howard. She is not here. Gwen Wilson. Is Gwen Wilson here?
No, she's not.
Okay, that's right. Lauren Rowe. Right here. Are you still planning on going to camp with you? I think we have more information for you to sign up. Whitney Johns. Is Whitney Johns here? Perfect. In the back. And Emily Murphy. Right there. And then our male ACs is Jacob Murphy, who is not here. I don't see him. Willis Barnett in the orange. Steve Butler, I also don't see him. And Jonathan Elliott. Did I spell your name right? Nope. Okay, that was weird. Sorry. I was worried about that. Who does what? Camp staff, like I said, they're the ones that stay at camp all summer long. They have been trained for their specific areas. So if we do a low ropes course, your camp staff instructor has been trained specifically for that low ropes course. We have a camp director, our healthcare provider, nature, low ropes, recreation, instructors, rocketry. We have a cooking staff and a maintenance staff. And then we have lifeguards. We'll have them at the pool and the lake. Almost all of our camp staff is certified lifeguards this year. So our extension agent, again, that is Dana, and she is the chief Clover at camp. She's our program director this year. So if you have complaints, don't give them to her. She oversees the entire schedule and the entire program for the week. We have deans of men and women, and they are responsible for campers, teens, and work with the adults. They will go through every night to check all the cabins. If your camper forgets something, they're probably going to be the ones to bring them to you. If you all need something, again, you can go to any of us, but they're going to probably be the ones taking care of most of that. Our adults fulfill the parental role at camp. They ensure that a leader or junior counselor is with campers at all times. Responsible for health and safety, assisting with teaching classes, and helping with activities. They provide leadership to the junior counselors and campers. They'll report any discipline problems. They'll be the ones dealing with any discipline problems that don't come to us. They assist with the daily program, and they attend and participate, like I said, in pre-camp trainings. Again, we are not bringing junior counselors this year, but there will be junior counselors at camp. They're the big brothers and sisters. They assist the adults. They serve as positive role models. They help campers adjust to camp life and cabin living. It is very weird to go from being the only person who lives in your room to having 18 other people sharing a bedroom with you. They monitor campers' health and safety. They assist with classes and daily camp program. They'll report any problems, and they attend pre-camp trainings as well. If you will look real quick, I think it's the purple page to our camp schedule. Again, this is tentative. A couple things might change, but for the most part, it should stay pretty steady. You all can read this. I'm not going to go over everything, but we will have our campers set in cabins. So they will know soon enough, and your adults will be able to take them to their free swims and to other classes. On Friday, we do not have any classes. It's just kind of getting to know camp, making sure we get in the water if we can, if it doesn't storm. We'll have camp jam, some skits. We'll all get to make some s'mores. And then we'll have them back in bed and ready for lights out by 10 o'clock. Saturday is the option for polar bear swim. You do not have to do a polar bear swim. That is something that your adults will talk to you all about. We'll have 5 classes on Saturday. Again, we try to get everyone into the pool to swim. It's going to be hot at camp, so we like to get in the water. We'll do some field games. We do provide breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a snack on Saturday, dinner on Friday, and then breakfast on Saturday.
And lunch on Saturday.
And lunch on Saturday.
On Sunday.
Sunday, sorry. But if you want to send your children with snacks, please do. No peanut butter, nothing that needs refrigeration, and make sure that it is in a resealable bag. All right, again, we are in nature. You leave it open, you're going to attract the bugs are going to bring the mice are going to bring the snakes are going to bring me to your cabin. Very upset that I have to get it out of your cabin. On Sunday, we will have breakfast. We will have our last 3 classes, awards, lunch, and then we will be departing. We are estimating being back around 2:45. Please be gracious with us. We are in school buses. We never know what the traffic is going to look like. But we will be sending updates on Text Remind for any issues or cancellation, or not cancellations, delays.
Is there anybody in here not on that text remind? Okay, we'll get you on there, just remind us. We try to get everybody. Sometimes people that don't like text remind will get out of one. Sometimes that throws a wrench into the whole system. So sometimes you got to manually do it if you've ever done that. So we can get you there with that moment here, like before we leave. You're going to show them. Okay.
All right, so our camp classes. Canoeing, that'll be at the lake. Like I said, we have life jackets. You are required to wear a life jacket while you are at the lake. I do not care if you used to be an Olympic swimmer. You still have to wear your life jacket.
I have to wear one when I'm down there. So
I have to wear one as well. Tie-dye will be in the dining hall. I think I'm teaching that this year.
yeah.
Obviously. That'll be with me. We're going to tie-dye a thing.
What's that?
Tie-dye pillowcase.
Pillowcases, yeah.
I didn't want to say it out loud.
They've already got their imprinted with a Clover on it and everything.
We're going to tie-dye pillowcases. Nature. We'll have our challenge course. That is our low ropes challenge course area. We'll have recreation. We're going to have foods. We're going to have rocketry. And this year is something new. We are going to do country store as a class rather than a free time activity. We just wanted to make sure that we felt like it was taking too long for everyone to have time to go through and shop. So it is a class. If you look on the back of your packing list, will be your country store price sheet. I would recommend taking this home, circling a few things that your campers would like, and then figuring out how much cash to send with them. Please only send cash. Please do not send your children with a debit or a credit card, or a check or anything like that.
Smaller bills are better.
Yes, smaller bills are better. And we will, what we do is we will take up your child's money, put it in a Ziploc bag with their name on it, and then when it is time for country store, the adults, I also love country store, it's fine. The adults will pull out that money, pass it out to every kid, they'll get to go shop to their heart's content. Any change will be put back in that bag, that'll be put back in, and then when you all pick up, please pick up that money as well. Unless you want to donate it to Dana so she can buy M&Ms. Not really, please don't do that. So that is our classes. We have too quick.
We got too fast.
I know, got too excited. We have a camp siren. It is a loud siren. It kind of sounds like, if you've ever heard the storm sirens, it sounds kind of like that. One ring will mean to change to the next activity, all right? Now, please, if you are in canoeing, and it's just you and your friend have been pulled out of the canoes and everyone else is still canoeing, please don't be like, all right, I heard it ring, let's go. You're going to say with your group. You're going to be dismissed with your group. 2 siren rings will mean to go to the shelter house. When we get to the camp, it'll be one of the first buildings you see. It'll be a big shelter-looking house thing. And you'll know where it's at. And then 3 siren rings means to report to the dining hall and go to the basement. Hopefully we don't have 3 siren rings, but it has happened, so. And they will go over this again at 4-H camp. Do not feel like you have to remember all this right now and right here. Responsibilities of everyone. We're going to keep everything clean. Our dining hall, when you get there or when you get done with your food, you're going to take your tray up to the wash area, pick up any trash near you. How many of you all leave your plates on the dinner table and mom or dad pick it up for you? Yeah, we're not doing that. All right, you are in charge of your own tray. You are going to take it to the table. You're going to take it to the wash area. We're going to help sweep the floors if it is your designated time. All right, if you finish first, please don't just grab a broom and start sweeping and be like, hey, move your feet, I'm sweeping here. We're going to have designated times to do that. We will also have hot spring water and rags to wash all the tables. Again, that is at a designated time. If you make a mess, please let an adult know so we can help you clean that up. In the cabins, we're going to divide these, so it should not just be one person cleaning all the time. We'll have people sweeping the floors, picking up trash, emptying the small trash cans that are in the cabins into the ones that are outside the cabins. We're going to place all our wet items on the clothesline to dry. All right, if you come back from swimming, please don't bunch up your swimsuit and shove it into your suitcase, because then all your clothes are going to get wet and nasty, and it's going to be the camp funk.
And don't put it on your bed, because guess what? You'll have a wet bed when you go to bed that night, all right? So they must be hung up.
Hang them up. Just hang them up. We're going to place our suitcases and clothes in the designated areas. Again, if this is our cabin, my stuff should not be on Dana's bed. All right, Dana?
I try.
We're going to keep all our stuff together, all of it right there in our space, except for the stuff that gets hung up outside on the clotheslines. We're going to place our shoes in a neat manner, again, in your area. And you will be in bunk beds, so there will be 2 suitcases under or around each bunk, all right? So just because you're at the bottom bunk doesn't mean you own the floor space. You got to share.
And just FYI, there is a changing closet type of thing. If some kids are really modest, worried about changing in front of others, they can go into it, shut the shower curtain, and change in there. So there are changing facilities in every cabin. So.
And that is not meant to store your extra stuff, so please do not have anything in it except what you are changing into. We're going to, again, pick up all trash outside around your cabin and inside around your cabin. Sweep the front stoop of your cabin. All beds should be neatly made. Bed tops, clear belongings other than bed linens, pillows. If you bring a stuffed animal, that is perfectly fine. Just don't bring 17 stuffed animals. That's our limit.
I have to limit Deanna to 1, and I'm dead serious.
I snuck 2 in 1 year.
Yeah, but she's limited to 1.
Please don't put anything in the rafters. Your adult leader might put up some fairy lights around, but do not hang your jackets or put your water bottles or anything like that. We're not going to deal with the rafters at all. What to pack for 4-H camp? That is on the back of your country store price list. Again, I am not going to go over all of this. You all can read. This is a fantastic checklist. I would suggest packing in totes. One, they do not carry the smell home as bad, because there will be a smell. I am so sorry. There's nothing you can do about that.
One thing that's not on there is like just a kitchen trash bag. You put your dirty clothes in. I failed to put that on there. But That's always good.
Yeah, and some parents, if you want, you can pack in large Ziploc bags and be like, this is Monday, or Saturdays,
Yeah.
clothes. You can put those clothes on, put your dirty clothes back in that next one. So there's plenty of ways to do it.
And I would plan on at least probably 2 shirts for that Saturday. They will get this shirt right here. For every camper and adult going, will get this shirt. They literally just got arrived this afternoon. So they will get that on Sunday and we'll wear that home. But on Saturday, I would almost pack a couple of shirts and shorts just because if it's hot and it gets sweaty and nasty during the day, they might want to put on clean clothes before we go to dinner, or something like that.
As also, I don't know if it's on here, suggested, Dana always says, buy a big tub of ice cream, eat it up real quick these next 2 weeks, drill some holes in the bottom of it, and make that your shower bag.
Awesome.
You can take it right into the shower with you. It won't hold that water if you've got holes in the bottom. It's plastic, it won't hold any smells. Something like that would be perfect to take. There's not a ton of room in the showers, so anything that you can do to decrease that is awesome. And then definitely a pop pack of some kind. Drawstring ones are perfect, and a water bottle for sure. There are water fountains around camp, but it is hot, it is camp, we are going to be pushing them drinking water. So a water bottle, one with their name on it, or one that they can clip to their backpack would be even better. But please don't go out and buy anything fancy or new. This is camp.
You don't need a Yeti or anything.
Yeah. The bank is kind of what I talked about before for the country store. It can be done tonight or it can be done the day of departure. Again, cash only. Small bills are much preferred. It's just easier because if everyone goes to the line with a 20, then the country store is going to run out of ones real fast. They will stay. They usually stay in our cabin, and then the one time that the leaders have the camp country store class, which is so much easier this year.
Yeah, we may just look, yeah.
I know, I'm loving this. They'll have the cash, and then it'll come right back to us, and then it'll go back to you on the day of pickup. The camp telephone number is up there. Dana's number is up there. If you want to take a picture of it, go ahead and add her number. Are they accepting mail?
No, if
Okay.
you want to give your child a letter from home or something, give it to us and we will give it to them probably.
And then text us and ask us if we've given it to you.
Yeah, because sometimes we forget, so it's best if you can let us know. And please don't say that, we're missing you or anything. Encourage their participation. It's like, I can't wait to hear about the fun time, what all you did. We're excited about that.
They will go. Is everyone done with this page?
It's also on their packing sheet.
Oh, fantastic.
It's on the packing sheet.
Everyone will go through 2 headlights checks, 1 tonight.
If we have somebody to do it. It's like looking at my teachers in the room. Teachers. Yeah. She's a teacher.
Yeah.
My eyes can't only see me. But Gwen Wilson will be here on that Friday to help hit check-ins. So we just do it tonight because if there is an issue, it gives you a week and a half to get things in order. That's the main reason we do it.
And we have learned of a great spot to send your children to if something happens, because we want you to come to camp. We just don't want you to bring friends to camp.
Yeah. And everybody, it's acceptable. I mean, it is what it is.
Because if one of us goes to camp with it, then we all come home with it.
Yeah.
We will be departing Friday, June 2nd at 11:30 from this office. That means please be at the office no later than 11, but if you can get here at 10:30, that's even better. Also, please feed your child a brunch. Send them with some snacks for the bus, something like that. We will not have lunch for them. You can see that on the schedule. We are going to have snacks for them when they get to the cabins. But lunch, please take care of lunch beforehand. And again, even if you want to hand them something as they walk on the bus, as long as they don't get car sick.
Or anything melts or anything like that.
No like popsicles.
Yeah.
But like a sandwich. And then we should be returning here Sunday at at 2:45. Again, that is approximate. We will be sending text reminds to make sure that you all are aware of what's going on. All right, our next step. We have the boys over there at that table. I need every boy camper and their adult to go to that table. Every girl camper and their adult to go to this table.
I just have one last thing. We will have a total of 18 counties camping with us, with a total with adults and campers there of 358. This is our largest ever Cloverbud camp. So pray we have good weather and everything. Okay?
Mama.